everyone. I'm bringing you a little on location get ready with me today. Before we did this at the kitchen table, and now I thought let's bring it outside that window and get outdoors. It's a beautiful Sunday morning. You can hear the birds chirping. The sun is coming up. I just kind of felt that need. I think we're all in a place right now where we are searching for more peace. I'm really thinking about the protests that are happening all across our country, and I'm thinking about the people at the heart of those protests and how they must feel. A picture of a sign that I saw that said, "I'm 66 years old and I'm still protesting this." When will we evolve into a world where kindness takes over? I mean, true, real kindness for all colors, all backgrounds. I posted about it on my Instagram recently, and I've done a lot of reflecting on those thoughts and how I do believe it starts in the home. The parents, the grandparents, all the family members, the caretakers need to hold themselves accountable for the attitudes and the ideas they're putting out there, because I think kids are very keen to what's going on, actually. I think they're like sponges and they absorb what's happening around them, and we need to be very conscious of that and very smart about that. I know you came here for makeup, but it's something I can't exactly get off my mind, so I'm sharing that with you here. But what this is gonna be, y'all, this look is gonna be like a no makeup look. I actually test drove this look last night and I was like, oh my gosh, it actually looks so good out in natural light, you know, which can sometimes be the biggest critic of how your makeup actually turned out. If it's too heavy, you get out in natural light, you're like, it's too heavy, you know? Does anybody remember Subtle Beauty? Well, they'd since sent me like a couple different shades of like the highlighter or the lip and cheek or the concealer, so like I've got them all stacked together here, and that's gonna be part of this look. In an effort to better understand my collection of BB creams, we're diving back into the Armani Prima one today. This is the Glow Control Moisturizer. It has SPF 35. You know what? It's actually a little chilly out here right now. I'm using a large pearl-sized amount of this stuff, and I was really trying to get a grasp on this the other day, like, is it really glowy or is it just sheer? And I feel like it's not actually that luminous. It seems to be just this sheer, like, tinted moisturizer BB cream type product. Like, it gives me light coverage, but it kind of leaves the same finish on the skin as the Maybelline Dream Fresh BB. I think you'll see as I get it all blended in here. You know, easy to blend, no trouble there, but it's not especially like tacky on the skin, and it's not extremely glowy. Natural skin-like finish, I'd say, but even looking up close, at some angles I kind of feel a little bit matte, actually. I've got my phone sitting on top of a watering can right now. Somebody up in that tree is being especially vocal. Then I'm going to the Subtle Beauty stack, and this was something where I was kind of like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Like, if I'm just wanting to do a quick look, this really is super handy. And I'm using the shade, okay, the concealer shade that I've got, because they had sent me like an expanded range at one point. And the color I am is called Arlington. And it really is a thin concealer, super lightweight. The coverage is not going to be the most you could ever get, but you know, it really seems to tackle a lot on my skin. It goes over the redness, it doesn't exaggerate texture in different areas. You can kind of brighten up a little bit with it too. Since I'm dubbing this sort of a no makeup look, I don't want to like over-explain, take way too long to do every step, and it turns into a seemingly high maintenance look. That's not what it is. But I can just take my Real Techniques brush, dab around everything, and feel like I've added a little extra coverage. What this makeup look ultimately amounts to, like, just fills the bottom of my bag. It's kind of amazing. On the top of my stack, I have the Shine Control powder, and I'm just going to dab that on with my small tapered brush from e.l.f. As you know, I love that for powder. I'm not going to put it everywhere, but just, you know, where we like to hit the T-zone and the under eye. Then I have one bronzer shade in here. It looks like this. Is there an actual name for it? It's called Oh It's Warm bronzer shade. And for that, I will just use my e.l.f. complexion brush here, pick up a little bit. Kind of hard to see myself super well, but that's kind of the beauty of this look, right? This is the look out in nature. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. Just like swipe it on. Use products that are easy. These are easy products. No rules. Do what you want. Take a deep whiff. I can smell that honeysuckle. So good. Nature just creates the best smells. All we're doing in life is just like trying to imitate the perfection that's out in nature, you know? We have a plummy shade for lip and cheek, and we also have one called Mauve. I'll just do the Mauve. I feel like it's a little more goof-proof out here. And I can just pick up a little bit on my finger and dab it in on the cheeks for a gentle blush. And then there's one other thing I want to show you blush-wise today. Yesterday I did use that plummy color, and you know, it's very easy as well. You can just get away with using a little bit less, but both look pretty on the lips too. Got a little surprise for the lip color today also, my friends. Okay, so I've dabbed that around, and then I was shopping my stash the other day. I was looking through what I had. I was actually going through my bronzers and getting rid of some of them, but I saw this one from Becca, and it's the Sunlit Bronzer. This comes in a lot of different shades, but this is the shade called Maui Nights. That also sounds like the title of probably a Sweet Valley High or Nancy Drew novel that I read way back when. But I'm not sure if it's showing super well on this phone camera, but it's actually got kind of a rosy bronzeness to it. It's really, really pretty as a blush, you guys. I love it so much. If you happen to have this, pull it out, give it a go. Oops, I don't want the small tapered brush for that. I want the blush brush. I'm just going to pick up a little bit. It just struck me as a really great summertime blush, and I was glad I laid my hands on it at this given time. But look at how it's kind of like, oh, isn't that nice? Kind of bronzy, kind of blushy. See, I really dig that as a blush. I think that's just so nice. And then back to the Subtle Beauty stack, and I have two shades of highlighter. I've got one that's very champagne-y, and I've also got one called Rosé that's just a little bit cooler. You see a little more pinky tone in that. I think I'll use the Rosé one right now. Just dab into it. Again, I'm going to use my e.l.f. small tapered brush. We're on an abbreviated set of brushes today. And just kind of swipe that nice and easy on top of the cheek. My birds are getting at the feeders back there behind me. I guess they're kind of behind the chair. If you're seeing me use this stuff and you're like, whoa, what's she talking about? I will link to the video where I fully reviewed that stuff. It's just since that video, a few other shades have been sent my way. It's an example of one of those things where I bought it first off. I did the video, and then the brand kind of reached out like, can we send you a few more shades? Oh, I forgot. I need the stack back out because this was all I did for my eye the other day. I just went back to that Rosé highlighter shade. I just used this brush. I will grab my mirror. And I just kind of went over the eye. And it may not translate a whole lot here, but it is kind of brightening for the lid. And that's all she wrote for the eyes today, guys. I didn't bring down any other eye brushes, although I could see this being really beautiful made into an eye look. Then we're just going to cover our brows, lashes, and lips. And it's going to be really, really quick. I'm using my M Cosmetics, the, I think they call it actually Micro Fluff Brow Cream. I wear it in the shade Brunette. And if you're just going to use one thing, I'm kind of deciding that this is a pretty awesome little one-step brow. Just the way it clings in to your actual brow hairs. I've got pretty much a nearly there brow, like a 90% brow already there. I just have a few areas that I kind of really like to cater to, but the hold in this is really great. And I can just like drag it through and I feel it with the entire pass. You know, you can feel it really catching those hairs without depositing a ton of product. See, I like that. It was that easy. Brow is done. Oh, I hear the geese. Can we get a geese flyover, please, while I curl my lashes? Not sure. I think they're a ways off, actually. The only thing that can make this morning better right at this time would be having my coffee out here right now. Maybe a donut or something. Okay, lashes curled. I just pulled out my Lash Paradise. Popping that on, I mean instant eye makeover there. That's an interesting bird sound. It sounds like they're going like gulp gulp, like a little like gulp gulp. Oh, there she just did it again. As Wayne Dyer would say, live in awe of everything around you. Don't lose that. If there's ever a time where we needed to try to find our gratitude sources, you know, like what are we feeling grateful for? What can we funnel our good energy toward? You know, we need to be thinking on those things. For the lip today, it is this Green Goddess from Milani. It's one of those, oh dear, what's this really going to be like, transforming lip balms. Do you think, okay, is this one of those cheap color-changing lipsticks from my childhood? No, this is gorgeous. Look at this. Feels like a great, comfortable balm. But it takes on this kind of berry pink really, really pretty. And it's not like too stark or too hot pink, but just really nice. And if we're talking no makeup, if we're talking a look that's just kind of, you know, super easy, well, how about the sneaky lip balm that doesn't even look like a lipstick, you know? But there we go, friends. That is my getting ready in the outdoors, no makeup look. Yes. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it calming or soothing or just, you know, a little something to keep you company today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye, guys.